Hello everyone. We are going to study about surface area and volume of cubes and cuboids. Now this is a very important topic of mensuration. But in mensuration the important point is units. Now how to convert one unit into another unit, that is a very important thing and we have to really focus on it. Now, if we have area, the unit of area is square units. Square units means if you have any unit, square of that will be your unit for area. Suppose you have sides in centimeter, then square centimeter will be your area. If you have sides in meters, then square meter will be your area unit. So now, if we have to convert one square unit into another, then how will you do it? It's a very simple thing. Just try to understand it. As we have written here 1 centimeter square, 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter it means. So if we have to convert it into millimeter square, how will you convert it? Now 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. Then again 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. So 10 into 10 becomes 100 millimeter square. Same way, if we have to convert decimeter square into centimeter square, how will you convert? 1 decimeter into 1 decimeter and then again 10 centimeter into 10 centimeter, which gives you 100 centimeter. So now if we have to convert 1 hectometer square into meter square, what will you do? You will simply multiply 100 into 100 because 1 hectometer is equal to 100 meter. Now we have to convert 1 kilometer square into hectometer square. Again you will multiply 10 into 10. Now, if I ask you a simple thing, how will you convert 1 kilometer square into meter square? Now, what you know? 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. That is this. Now, kilometer square hai, so we will do it two times. 1000 into 1000. So, what will you get? 10 to the power 6 meter square. So, when you have to convert kilometer square into meter square, you will multiply it by 10 to the power 6. So, this was just an indication that how can we convert one square unit into another. Right? Now, we come to the next, that is volume. Now वॉल्यूम में यूनिट क्या होता है? क्यूबिक यूनिट. व्हाट इज द यूनिट? क्यूबिक यूनिट. नाउ क्यूबिक यूनिट में the important point is the difference is you are multiplying this unit three times. So 1 centimeter cube. Now what is this ml? This is very important here. Now capacity, volume का क्या meaning है? Capacity. Now if you have capacity in your mind, then we are going to talk about liters, milliliters also. So here we have to give a link or relationship between centimeter cube and milliliter or liter, because when we have any liquid, its capacity is measured in liters. We don't say give us 1 kg of milk, we say give us 1 liter of milk, right? This jug can contain 1 liter of milk. That is the capacity of that jug. So 1 centimeter cube is 1 ml. So now how will you convert it into millimeter cube or how will you convert it into liters? That is what we are going to see here. So 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. If we have to convert it into millimeter, we are going to multiply 10 three times and we get 1000. Now if we have 1 liter now, 1 liter is 1000 ml. Remember it. 1 liter is 1000 ml and which is going to be equal to 1000 centimeter cube. This is very, very important. Now 1 meter cube is 10 to the power 6 centimeter cube because we are multiplying 100 three times. Now 10 to the power 6 centimeter cube means it is 1000 liters or 1 kiloliter. So in this way, these are very important conversions to solve the questions. Okay, so remember it now. What is the relation between the different units? Now we are going to study what is cube and cuboid. A cuboid is a solid bounded by six rectangular plane regions. Now what do you mean by this? Six rectangular plane regions. Now suppose you are sitting in a room. Right now also most of you must be sitting in a room. So now if you see the room, it has ceiling, it has floor, it has four walls. So how many in all? Six, right? And what is the shape of each plane? Rectangle. So that is what we mean by a cuboid. It is a solid bounded by six rectangular plane regions. So Six rectangles, if you're putting together top, bottom, and the area of one, and you close the figure, it becomes a cuboid. So if I draw a simple figure for this is a rectangle, right? Most of you must have been drawing all this, right? So it has how many regions now? Six. Top, bottom, and the four walls. Now, what is the difference in cube and cuboid? Is it also the same? Yes, but instead of six rectangular plane regions, you have six squares because length, breadth, and height it is equal. So you have a square as its surface. So that's the difference. Otherwise, it also has six surface, but they all are squares. So it's a particular case. Cube is a particular case of cuboid where length, breadth, and height are all equal and it becomes a cube. Very simple thing to understand. Now we talk about their surface areas now. Now surface areas means in a cube, I said we have six faces, right? You are still sitting in a room and just try to imagine. So if you have to find a surface area of a cube, just add all six. Okay, so each is square. Now just add the area of six squares and you get your answer. Yeah, very simple. So area of a square is what? Side square. Perfect. That is true. So now if you just add the area of these, you get the surface area of cube. So what is the surface area of cube? 6L square if L is the length of one side of a cube. That is length, breadth and height. All three are equal to L. Now, what is this word lateral surface area? Now, lateral surface area means area of four walls. That is, you are not counting the top and bottom of the figure. That is, if you are taking an example of book, you are not counting the front page and the last page. Right? So, area of four walls means you are not counting ceiling and the floor of the room, right? So we have four squares left with us. So what will be the area? Area of four squares, which is 4 into L square. So that is lateral surface area. Same thing we have for cuboid also. We have surface area as well as lateral surface area. Now surface area of cuboid is what? Just add all the six surface area. So 2 will be length into breadth, 2 will be breadth into height, 2 will be length into height. So we are just adding those six areas. Lateral surface area is again related to walls. Now, ceiling and floor has to be excluded. Now, ceiling area is length into breadth. Floor area is also length into breadth. So, just exclude it. So, what do you get? 2 times LH plus BH. Now, if you take H common from here, you get this formula. That is 2 times L plus B into H. So this was about cube and cuboid's surface areas. Now we come to the volume. Now volume is simply a basic formula, that is area into height. Now what is the area of the base? What is the area of the floor? Length into breadth multiplied by height and you get the volume of the cuboid. Now what is the volume of cube? Volume of cube is again the same thing, length into length into length, because all three are equal. So we get side cube as the volume of cube. Now, there's a very important note. As we know, just we studied that length, breadth, and height are equal in a cube. So it's not necessary to define cube by all the three sides. You can just define it by one of its edge. And if we define it in such a way that a cube whose edge is L units in length, and then we can simply say it's a L unit cube. Suppose I had say the 2 unit cube. So 2 unit cube means length, breadth, and height. All are 2 for this cube. Right? So this was about the volume. I hope you all have understood all this. It's a very simple thing to remember all this. Now, I'm giving you a set of questions. Fill in the blanks form. This can be asked in the MCQs forms. Now, board and for competitive exams, you have to focus a lot on all these MCQs and fill in the blanks. So let's do one thing. This is a set of 10 questions. You do it, and in the next video, we are going to do the solutions for these 10 questions. Right? So you first try to do it yourself, and then in the next video, you can check your answers and we will be discussing the short tricks also, and that is in minimum time how to solve these questions, right? So we have a list of formulae here. Just go through them and try to understand them, right? Thank you all. Thank you everyone. Okay.